in South County, which has pitiful bus service to start with. So we're paying for disservice, and now they're making it even worse. One thing that people don't realize, Charlestown has got a fairly large poor community and a lot of elderly people, that this really makes it even more impossible. But I wanted to talk about the climate aspect of it, but also the state house aspect of it. We have been campaigning for at least 8 or 10 years to have sustainable funding for RIPTA. What that means is that it becomes a budget item, and they won't do it. So they created this problem. You didn't create it. Nobody else balances it on the ridership, and especially takes it out on the poor and the elderly. Martin Luther King said that to hurt the people who are poor by denying them sick care, health care, or taking care of them when they're sick, is one of the lowest things that you can possibly do. But that's exactly what they're doing here. So we should not give them the benefit of the doubt. We should be doubting them for not fixing the problem that has persisted for years and years and years, and that's sustainable funding. So what I wanted to say to wrap this up here is the climate problem is not going away. As a matter of fact, it's getting worse, and because of our unequal system, we take care of the people who have the most first. We saw this with Katrina. Can you imagine having to get out with buses in a climate emergency with this service that we have? Can you imagine trying, as the weather gets more and more challenging, to get around with this broken system that we have? We looked at the bus stops. They can't even clear the snow off of the bus stops. What are they going to do when we're having all the other climate disruption weather? So they need to get busy and make this a part of a plan. They need to go back to being people movers and stop this market-friendly nonsense. As soon as they started saying that, I said, we're in for trouble. Because that's all they're doing. They're putting the bean counters in charge, and they're forgetting about the people who they serve. So that's what they're there for, is to serve us, and it's a crying shame that we have to stand out here on a rainy day to remind them of that. Thank you all for coming out, and keep it up. We're not stopping, we're not going back.